Hey guys, welcome back to another video. Today, what we're going to do is jump into the charts and go through about 6 trades using the Silver Bullet indicator, as well as showing you the new go-to feature. So really great video. Hope you guys enjoy. I'll catch you in the charts. Okay, welcome to the next video in the Silver Bullet series. I'm Matt with FX Replay, and today we're going to just dive in to FX Replay and learn basically how you can use FX Replay to help you in practicing the ICT Silver Bullet strategy. Okay, so basically I just have it all set up here. You can see 100,000, nothing started here. If I go up, you can see closed positions, nothing, open positions, nothing. Okay, so we're just gonna go from here and we're gonna go through day by day and take a bunch of trades and see what's good. I do want to preface this by saying I do not know this strategy incredibly effectively. You know, this is something that is new to me as well. And so this is not a video showing how to use or how to trade the ICT Silver Bullet. If anything, go to his YouTube channel and learn. This is more so to show off the features of FX Replay and show you kind of how I would go about using FX Replay in order to actually go through the testing process, right, and becoming efficient with it. So that's what this whole video is about. So I do hope you get some value from it. Maybe you'll learn a couple things regarding trading, but at the same time, more so just how to use the software and everything. Okay, so right now we're starting at the same date that we had established before on the first video. So let's dive in. This is just a quick analysis on the higher time frame. I'm seeing that we had our shift in market structure here. We have this fair value gap that was supported, broken back up. We have relatively equal highs right here. We have an order block right here. Okay, order block right here supported. We had equal lows before, swept, broken back up. So I'm anticipating that the draw for this next Silver Bullet session is going to be up. Where could it happen from? Well, it can happen from this order block or this rejection block down here. Okay, these are the two areas of focus that I'm looking at. So I can click Control and B, or Control and space bar, sorry, and you're gonna start to see price move, right? That can skip the bar 1 minute at a time. So that's what I'm doing, Control space. Now right here, we have a fair value gap, right? We have a shift in market structure right here. Okay. We have a shift in market structure, or sorry, a sweep shift in market structure right here. And again, like I said, we have lower prices. We can at least get down into here. So if I enter from right around here, which is in this fair value gap, can I take this down? Is there 10 points? Well, no, there's 7 points to this one. There's 15 to the rejection block. So this is a valid opportunity to take right here. And again, what did we do? We just took out this buy side as well. So this is more like that ICT 2022 model, but it's also at the same time fair value gap within the perfect timing, right, within the Silver Bullet. So what I can do actually is just take this. Let's see if we can get a 2R here with my stop above this high. Okay, and let's see, 2R comes right down to around that rejection block. So what I'll do is I'll take this one right here. Just to start off, again, it lines up with everything, right? We took out buy side liquidity. We have a shift in market structure. We have a fair value gap, and it's right at the time, again, right at the hour. So we're entering, if it's going to be a bearish hour, then we're going to see it work this up here, right? This open, right? We're going to create the wick of this candle, which right now we already have a wick of that candle. And so if the hour is down, then we can go like that. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to click on my tool here, and I'm going to place order. And what I can do is I can set it market. Okay, if you actually want, you can hover over the place order and it'll tell you the things that you can use. So if I want to do Alt M, okay, I can Alt M and this will pop up. Again, we'll go 1% risk, save, and that's it. All right, so now let's skip through candles and let's see what we get here. Okay, there we go. Anyways, that's done. Let's clear the chart off. Again, we don't need to keep everything back on. Now let's skip to the next AM session. Let's go to the 5 minute. Let's see, do we see anything? I really like how we have this nice clean portion right here, which makes it easy to fall back down into. Okay, so if we see price come back up here into this fair value gap, we could potentially start seeing it come back down. Again, it could get all the way up here, but let's see. I'm looking for lower prices from the higher time frame. So let's just see. Let's fast forward. Let's see if we get a nice fair value gap. On the 1 minute, we do have a fair value gap right here. So if this is going to come back up again, we do have 22 points of movement, and really our stop is pretty low, right, for 10 points, less than 10 points. So I do think that we could get some move here. I like how this just opened up and went straight down in the first like 15-20 minutes. So what I'm going to do actually is I'm just going to take an order right here based off of this fair value gap, stop below this low, and again, let's go for 2R. Okay, let's do it. Save. There we go. So we're in this position again. Fair value gap, perfect timing. I like how the 1 hour just went straight down. Again, I don't really like how I'm bearish biased, but going against it. But again, let's just try and rack up some trades here that follow their criteria. So let's see. We have a fair value gap right here. Okay, so we just shifted market structure with the fair value gap here. So this is potentially now failing, okay, and using this order block like so. So what I'm going to do, so I'm just going to move my stop back up to this low, or back up to break even, and at the same time, yeah, because these lows are the targets. So let's see. So there it is. So that was a break even. No point in taking a loss there. You know, you can be hard with your rules, but when you start to see things change up in very clearly like that, it's like, ah, what's the point in taking a loss, specifically in a bearish environment. So anyways, that's it for that one. Let's go to next day. Okay, it's our silver bullet time, but you can see that this is the low that we could potentially be targeting. You can see here as well, we have a 5-minute fair value gap right here. Okay, so we're getting our fair value gap at this time. Again, we could come back up to here, so my stop would realistically have to be up a little bit higher for me personally, just because there's the 5-minute block right there. However, this is right tagged right there, and we do have our fair value gap right in order block. If I enter directly off of this 1-minute fair value gap, there's 24 points that we can be looking at, so this is more than enough. Let's put our stop above that swing high up there. Again, I have to target 2R, so just a little bit below. Let's set our limit 1%, and let's go. Okay, we're tagged in. Okay, took out that sell side liquidity. Let's see if we can get to our 2R. It is dying down right now. So what I'm gonna do, just move to break even. Again, we shouldn't even get back above this buy side liquidity up here. It should be set. And again, we still have a little bit, but yeah, if this, like in real time, this is just dying down, but again, we have to wait for 2R. Okay, so we got taken out at break even there. No worries at all. Okay, again, in real time, I mean, this is what the testing process is for. Is like, hey, if it's consolidating down below that sell side liquidity, like potentially it's time to pull it out, you know. But again, that's what the whole testing process is for. So let's take off all that and let's go to the next day. So you can see equal highs right here. So yeah, potentially the move back up is what we're looking for. We also took out intraday sell side liquidity right here. Okay, so all these buy side liquidity pools I'd like to see smacked. Okay, potentially we take out one more. Okay, perfect. So what did we get here? We didn't quite shift market structure. So this one's a little bit sketchy for me, especially with the equal lows there. So I'm just going to leave it. I think it could potentially sweep one more time. Okay, so here we go. We have shift in market structure right here, right? We have our bullish fair value gap right here. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to look to take it and potentially fill up some fair value gap up here. We have equal highs forming right here, so this could be a good play. Again, stops will be below the swing low. And again, just a 2R is more than enough, like so. And I think we can get way up into this fair value gap, like right deeper up into the fair value gaps up here. And then we have all the buy side liquidity. But again, this is maybe a little bit of an aggressive one where we could be looking for shorts, but at the same time, we've already ran so much. And again, we're below major liquidity. So let's just see, let's take 1% buy on that. Okay, so we took a loss. All right, so again, we're in this downtrend, potentially could have just kept following that. All good. Go to the next silver bullet session here. You can see on the 5-minute, we already have fair value gap right here. We have fair value gap right here. Okay, so I'm looking at these as pools to take. So let's see, ideally we get back underneath this one. That'd be the ideal scenario for me. And right up to here is already 16, 18 points. So let's see. Let's just set it right here. Again, 2R, that's what we'll go for. I feel like that makes sense. Let's go. Okay. Coming down to the last one. Let's see if it's going to support it. No, broke back down. So again, it just failed. We took out the sell side. I was really anticipating that that was actually going to hold. We got our shift in market structure, fair value gap here. But you can see here, actually, this didn't sweep any liquidity, but it supported this. We had this order block right here. Okay, it gets tagged. That's in the fair value gap. Boom, breaks back down. Another fair value gap. Order block combo, broke back down. Order block, fair value gap right there, right at the old, or right at the buy side fair value gap, buy side fair value gap. You can see that it was actually supported. So yeah, all good. So let's see, do we have a 2R here to take out this low? 16, this fair value gap right here, get down to here. Makes sense, we have our swing high here. It should just keep supporting back down. And yeah, we have this old fair value gap supporting on the other side as well. So again, that should be good. Let's just set that. There you go. Okay, so there's our 2R done. So we made up that mistake and we're back up again, 2%. So that's it. So let's go on to the next session here. Okay, you can see, look at this beautiful fair value gap like so. We have a sweep right here, so potentially price coming back down into that 5-minute level. There's a lot of gaps down into here that price can potentially run down into. Okay, so we do have order block here. Again, could potentially target down into this level. We shifted. There's fair value gap. So yeah, I'll just let it go. Like I said, I'm more bullish. Now we're back into this level. Let's see if we can get some sort of break back up. No, just break back down. Okay, so again, there was the potential to short right here. I just was a little bit suspect of it, to be honest, right here. But you know, we have an order block, we have our fair value gap in the right timing. I just wasn't bearish biased. Anyways, let's go to the new session. Let's see. Okay, so again, I'm looking at price to come back up into this level, up into these highs. And ultimately, we just got a shift in market structure, fair value gap right here after taking out the previous hour's lows. There I'm more short, but again, I still think we're going to come up into a premium in that price leg. So let's set a limit. Let's go. Okay, so we're tagged in. Let's see if it can go. No, we're going to come down. All right, so just bearish. Not much else to it. Let's go. Again, not trying to be perfect here, just trying to test it out. And like I said, this isn't my strategy, so you know, again, it's good. It's a good learning process right here. Yeah, this looks good. So price just opened up. We do have this level right here that it already dabbled into. So we do have a fair value gap right here. You can see here that we have this last down candle. That's a potential breaker block. So let's just set that. Damn, didn't get tagged in, hit the target. Yeah, you can see here it actually just supported this fair value gap right there. All good. This one was super clean directionally. Yeah, so if we just entered right here with our stop above here, we could have been smacking that one. Okay, but all good, is what it is. On to the next. Nothing here. I mean, I do see sell side liquidity and buy side liquidity. Higher time frame, I'm more bullish biased. So what I would like to see potentially is a run down and then up. That'd be great. Let's see if we can see it, but I don't know if that's going to even happen. We might just stay within this level here. This fair value gap, sorry. Okay, here we go. Let's see if we have the potential to run here. Okay, 2R. Okay, there's our fair value gap. Yeah, already hit our target. Okay, so that's gone as well. All good. On to the next. So let's see. All good. Nothing for me or that I would like to see. Again, I mean, I probably could have worked off of the 5-minute order blocks here and just played the continuation here. But again, for me, nothing of interest. So let's go to the next day. Okay, so take out buy side liquidity and then reversion. Okay, we got our shift. And again, remember where we're at. We took out buy side liquidity. So let's see if we can get triggered in before the what's it called? Before the end of the session. Okay, so we're operating above that high, above the buy side liquidity pool. So let's see if we can get a nice run down, 2R. There we go. Okay, cool. So it ended up just getting back up into the most extreme point here. Actually went a bit above it into the old fair value gap. But anyways, that's it right there. So we took out, again, just to review, took out buy side liquidity, which was a previous day high, came back up. We got our shift in market structure and everything. And so, yeah, probably gonna start to see a deeper move down, but let's just see. Again, doesn't really matter at this point. We're all done. So let's go to the next session. A very, very clear bias for me. We do have this fair value gap right here. It's just about the size of the stop. Would just be a little bit too large for me personally. Okay, there we go. Let's see. This actually might be a good opportunity. We do have this last sweep. So this is our last order block down here. We could potentially use that. And again, this is a fair value gap, so we can enter within that level. Stops even just below this low should be fine. And we should target 2R, which is right there. Let's see if we can get tagged. Okay, there we go. We have fair value gap again. We can actually use this, right? Shift in market structure, re-enter on that fair value gap. Okay, with our stops, I'll just put it below this one right here. Let's see if we can get another 2R. Actually, that's not even remotely 2R, so I'm actually gonna leave that. Okay, so it hit that buy side liquidity pool. Boom, done. There we go, another 2R, done and dusted. So we're up at 105. Again, I want to see it reach up into this gap at least. So if we could potentially get something, okay, never mind. I was gonna say if we could potentially get something into that gap, that could be nice. Really nothing for me to engage in. Let's go to the next one. The next move is likely up, probably up above this high, and then we'll see. Okay, so perfect, up above this high. Yeah, all good. Right, basically the reason being was because we took out sell side into this block, and so the next move was up. So let's go to the next. Expecting bullishness. Open, come back down into this level, and let's see. There is sell side liquidity right there, like 2 equal lows, super clean. Okay, yeah, not good anymore. We have this traffic here, so it can easily sustain down. Yeah, okay. Next session. Beautiful fair value gap right here too. So yeah, would not be surprised to see something like this. I can just put my stop up there, or under there, sorry. 2R, let's go for it. Damn, already got hit. Okay, but we do have one right here, right? Equal highs again. We are inside the fair value gap. We also have, watch, if I go to the 5 minute, there's probably a nice order block here, right? There's the order block, and then there's the rejection block portion of it. So let's see. I mean, we don't have to be too crazy with it. We can literally just enter directly from here. And our target is going to be 2R, but 2R is pretty high, it seems, from entering right there. So what I can do is just go down to the fill potentially. And that way it gives us a little bit more room to operate within. So yeah, let's do that. If we get tagged in, we get tagged in. If not, no worries. Okay, we got stopped out. Okay. I thought with those equal highs, it would have just went directly from there, but it looks like it's going to get to our, or it looks like it's getting to our original key level. So what I can do is, let's see here. Actually, you know what? We'll give it a go. One more go for the day. That'll be it. Put our stop just below the last fair value gap underneath there. And again, if we can get up into 2R right here, we should be able to get up into that. So let's see. Should. There we go. Okay, so boom, we made that original loss back, right? And we're up at 106. So yeah, guys, I mean, I think that should be good enough to show you kind of how I would go about doing it. And again, you know, like I told you guys, I'm not perfect with this at all. Like, this is not my strategy. It's just I wanted to kind of exemplify how you can go about using it and how you can go about doing it on FX Replay and what I would use, and how you can use the go-to feature to really speed up the process of learning. And yeah, so in the next video, what we're going to do is we're going to cruise through the analytics. We're going to go into the analytics and assess the data and see kind of where we can go from our data and what we can learn from it and how to use what we have available. Okay, so that is it, guys. I hope you have an amazing rest of your day, and I'll catch you in the next one. All right, cheers.